This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
The time is 1:15. Here is the news edited by Dulmin Samrasingha, read by Victor Raj. Here are the headlines of the local news. The President says that one of the main aims of the Gama Sandara Pili Sandara program is to make state officials closer to the people. President Rajapaksa points out that opposition accusing government of Easter Sunday attack is humorous. All measures are in place to create a green economy. The 2 detained madrasa school teachers are being questioned. Foreign news: Britain is nearing vaccine deal with European Union. Sports news: Olympics. Japan looking to halve number of official travelers to games. Local news in detail. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa says that one of the main aims of the Gama Samaga Pili Sandara program is to make state officials closer to the people. The President said that despite accusations of the opposition, he would honor the pledges given by the people. Steps have been taken to ensure national security as demanded by the people. Efficient officials have been appointed to strengthen the intelligence unites which collapsed during the time of the good governance government. He said that Sri Lanka will not get involved with unnecessary disputes in the Indian Ocean. The President said that Sri Lanka will always act as a sovereign state while attending the Gama Samaga Pili Sandara program, which is now taking place at Kirivalkale North Gramiladar division of the Peterbadra Divisional Secretariat area in the Mathura district. Speaking further, the President pointed out some major steps were taken to protect the environment under the administration of then President and present Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. The President recalled that during the time he made Colombo City as the best city in Asia by developing the Colombo City as then Defence Secretary. The President said that contribution of the renewable energy to the national energy sector would be increased up to 70% within the next 5 years. He said that the project to set up 7,000 solar plants was launched yesterday with the aim of protecting environment. President Rajapaksa said that the previous government tried to introduce several constitutional amendments and the country was protected since they were not allowed to be implemented. The Easter Sunday attack took place during the time of the good governance government. The commission was appointed by that government. Therefore, the President pointed out that it is humorous to note the opposition is accusing the present government in that regard. The President said that the people should understand the fake news published over social media about forest destruction. The President said that although he directed to provide practical solutions to land issues, he would never allow misuse of lands. President Rajapaksa said that he would not hesitate to penalize the people who were linked to forest destruction. The President said that Agriculture Ministry has been instructed to reduce the use of chemical fertilizer by 25% annually. An operation has been launched to create a green economy. The President requested the people to understand the false accusations leveled by the opposition to prevent the successful forward march of the government. Police media spokesman Dia Jajitron says 2 madrasa school teachers who were arrested yesterday will be detained and interrogated under the provisions of the Prevention of Terrorism Act. He said the ringleader of the Easter Sunday terror attacks, Zahra Nazim, had conducted lectures at the madrasa school where the suspects were working. The suspects, aged 26 and 27 years, were identified as residents of Chilo and Madurankulia area. The Foundation to Empower Society has implemented a program to plant 1 million jack trees. The first phase of the program was launched today at the Wattala under the patronage of State Minister Nalaka Godaheva. Chairman of the foundation, C.S. Callinga, says that they will provide assistance to maintain the trees. He said the aim of the project is to create a prosperous country while encouraging people to follow healthy lifestyles. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
The Speed Investment Plan from Sri Lanka Insurance. Give a high five to life.
Continuing with more local news, 884,164,000 have been vaccinated under the COVID-19 inoculation program by yesterday. The epidemiology unit of the health minister said that 14,455 persons were inoculated yesterday. The provincial director of the health services, Dr. A. Kediswaran, said another 29 people have been diagnosed with COVID-19 virus in the northern province. Dr. A. Kediswaran said that they were identified as during the 634 PCR tests conducted in Jaffna yesterday. Wavunia police said the dead body of a teacher who went to pick lotus flowers in a tank in the Wavunia Pulyankulam area was recovered today. He has been identified as 33-year-old Parandaman, who is working in Wavunia Tamil Madhya Mahavidyalayam. Wavunia police are conducting further investigations into the incident. The Palay police said a father and two sons aged 9 and 12 died in a road accident last night in Eethawil, Kilinochchi district. The accident took place when a car travelling on a Jaffna Kandy A9 main road collided with a tipper truck. The injured father was taken to the Jaffna Teaching Hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. The bodies of the deceased have been kept at Palay Hospital. Palay police are conducting further investigations into the accident. That ends Look News.
Introducing Speed Investment with Sri Lanka Insurance, the only insurance policy that increases your sum assured by 5% every year for the same premium amount. You also get a bonus payment at maturity. What better plan to have when you can invest now and relax later? The Speed Investment Plan from Sri Lanka Insurance. Give a high five to life. Sri Lanka Insurance. Like a father, like a mother.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
State Minister Dr. Sudarshani Fernandes said, so far no decision has been taken to enforce travel restrictions during the Sinhala and Tamil New Year holidays. However, she said that large gatherings will be prohibited to ensure there is no spread of the coronavirus. The State Minister said that the public will be urged to ensure existing health guidelines are strictly followed during the holidays. She further said the government is not keen to enforce travel restrictions as that would prevent families from being united during the festival. That ends main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhaleba.
Moving on to Watchlight, the Department of Registrations of Persons has requested the public to contact the department and reserve a prior date before visiting the DRP offices to obtain their national identity cards. DRP Commissioner General of the Department, Vyani Kunatilaka, said that reserving the date to obtain NICs was mandatory as no one would be allowed to visit without a confirmed appointment. He said information can be obtained by calling over the telephone numbers 011 522 6126 and 011 522 6100. That ends Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
World News headlines first. Britain is nearing vaccine deal with European Union. Myanmar coup leader vows to safeguard democracy. Scientists explain ice cream toothache. World News in detail. Britain is close to striking a vaccine deal with the European Union as soon as this weekend that will remove the threat of the bloc cutting off supplies. Media reported today that under the agreement, the EU will remove its threat to ban the export of Pfizer-BioNTech vaccines to Britain. In return, the UK government will agree to forego some long-term supplies of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine that had been due to be exported from Holland. Myanmar's military leader has promised to safeguard democracy as the regime warned anti-coup protesters against taking to the streets. Min Aung Hlaing, speaking on national TV to mark Armed Forces Day, again promised elections but gave no date. State TV warned in a separate broadcast yesterday that protesters could risk being shot in the head and back. More than 320 people have been shot dead in the suppression of the protests since the coup on 1st of February. Scientists believe they have worked out why biting down on ice or drinking something really cold causes excruciating pain for some people. They have located the cells and signals in sensitive teeth that detect big temperature drops and trigger toothache and brain jolt. People with dental decay are prone to it because the pathway is exposed. It provides a target for new treatments such as toothpaste, dental patches or chewing gum. Professor Katharina Zimmerman is lead investigator of the work published in the journal Science Advances. To wrap up the world news, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Britain is nearing vaccine deal with European Union. Myanmar coup leader vows to safeguard democracy. Scientists explain ice cream toothache. That ends world news.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development News is brought to you by Nivea along with CIB. Valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment and 20% discount for bank card holders during 16th to 30th March. Our product, our place. CIB.
The Cabinet has approved a proposal by the Health Minister to set up Anuradhapura Pharmaceutical Manufacturing Zone in the site where the Diet Kirill exhibition was held some time ago. A committee of the expo's Experts has already selected 24 investors after calling proposals from qualified local investors who showed interest. The selected proposals add up to a cumulative investment of 28.2 billion rupees in setting up pharmaceutical processing facilities in the zone. That ends development news.
Development News was brought to you by Nivea along with CIB. Valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment and 20% discount for bank card holders during 16th to 30th March. Our product, our place. CIB.
Moving on to sports news, Olympic news. Japan's government will begin talks soon on potentially halving the number of official travelers to the country for this year's Olympics to around 30,000 amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Kyodo News Agency reported yesterday that the government aims to cut the number of visitors who are not directly related to competition. Around 90,000 people are expected to enter the country from overseas for the delayed games, including about 30,000 athletes, coaches and team members. Rallying news, Greece's Acropolis Rally will return after an 8-year absence to replace Chile on the World Championship calendar in September. Organizers said today that Chile's round has been cancelled as a result of the travel and governmental restrictions triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic. Figure skating. Anna Sherbakova led a Russian sweep of the women's singles medals at the figure skating World Championships yesterday. The 16-year-old secured her first world title with a 233.17 score after leading Wednesday's short program with a personal best of 81 points. That ends the sports news.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
National Savings Bank has joined the national program of promoting QR in urban as well as rural areas by launching the service in Kandy. In parallel to this program, best customers of the bank in the Kandy region were felicitated. The promotional programs held in this connection in the several districts has already contributed to popularize QR among the people. That came to you on Business News.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Congratulations on your promotion. It will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Oil prices reversed a sharp sell-off a day earlier to rise about 22% yesterday on mounting fears that it could take weeks to dislodge a giant container ship blocking the Suez Canal, which could squeeze the supplies of the crude and refined products. Prices, however, were still headed for a third consecutive weekly loss, with the outlook for demand dented by fresh coronavirus lockdowns in Europe. That ends economic news.
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
The Met Department says there is a possibility for evening thunder showers over most parts of the island is high during next few days. Cloudy skies can expect over eastern and over provinces and in Hambantota and Matra districts. Showers or thunder showers will occur at times in those areas. Very heavy falls above 75 mm can be expected at some places in the Sabaragamu, western, northwestern, central and southern provinces and in Koul and Mathura districts. Misty conditions can be expected at some places in central, Sabaragamu, Uva and western provinces during the morning. That ends the weather report.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasir, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
A recap of headlines to wrap up the afternoon news on Radio Sri Lanka. The President says that one of the main aims of the Gama Samaga Pilisandra program is to make state offices closer to the people. President Rajapaksa points out that opposition accusing government of Easter Sunday attack is humorous. All measures are in place to create a green economy. The 2 detained madrasa school teachers are being questioned. Foreign news, Britain is nearing vaccine deal with European Union. Sports news, Olympics, Japan looking to halve number of official travellers to games. That ends the afternoon broadcast of news on Radio Sri Lanka. Back to my good friend and yours, Niranjan Abhisundara.